Ladies and gentlemen, your 113th First Ladies Luncheon Junior Hostesses. Fane Barton, granddaughter of the Honorable Bob McEwen and Mrs. Liz McEwen of Ohio. Elizabeth Lane Beckham, granddaughter of the Honorable Ralph Norman and Mrs. Elaine Norman of South Carolina. Paloma Duffy, daughter of the Honorable Sean Duffy and Mrs. Rachel Compost Duffy of Wisconsin. Veda Emerson, granddaughter of the Honorable Dan Beneshek and Mrs. Judy Beneshek of Michigan. Juliana Withington Gertz, granddaughter of the Honorable Nick Lamson and Mrs. Susan Lamson of Texas. Coco Joy Graves, daughter of the Honorable Garrett Graves and Mrs. Carissa Graves of Louisiana. Taylor Grace Hartley, granddaughter of the Honorable Wally Herger and Mrs. Pam Herger of California. Charlotte Virginia Hillary, daughter of the Honorable William V. Hillary and Mrs. Meredith Hillary of Tennessee. Gabriella Hurd, daughter of the Honorable Jeff Hurd and Mrs. Barbara Hurd of Colorado. Kylie Diana Husted, daughter of Senator John A. Husted and Mrs. Tina Husted of Ohio. Erin Bridie Kennedy, daughter of the Honorable Timothy M. Kennedy and Dr. Katie N. Kennedy of New York. Samantha Jo Kosarok, granddaughter of the Honorable H. Buck McKeon and Mrs. Patricia K. McKeon of California. Everett Marie Quayle, daughter of the Honorable Benjamin E. Quayle and Mrs. Tiffany Quayle of Arizona, and granddaughter of the Honorable James Danforth Quayle and Mrs. Marilyn Quayle of Indiana. Edith Dorothy Tanner, granddaughter of the Honorable John S. Tanner and Mrs. Betty Ann Tanner of Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for our distinguished guests and junior hostesses. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the United States Armed Forces Color Guard and the singing of our national anthem performed by Staff Sergeant Hannah Davis.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming on the rocket's river, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and welcome U.S. House of Representatives Chaplain, Rear Admiral Margaret Kibben, who will deliver the invocation.
Would you pray with me? Gracious and loving God, in the beauty and bounty of this room, may the brilliance of your abiding presence be upon us. In the celebration of the birth of this nation, may we acknowledge that you are the foundation of faith that has sustained us, and you are the author of every freedom we still enjoy. We give thanks for the leadership of our First Lady in convening this gathering, and for the collective vision evident in this room that calls us to serve our fellow Americans with gentleness and purpose. Make yourself known at each table, that all may share in the fellowship of the women and men whose passion for impactful philanthropy and whose cumulative contributions to communities across this country represent the spirit of hope and purpose woven into the fabric not just of the Peach State, but of these United States 250 years ago. Raise our awareness of the pressing concerns of our present day, and inspire in each of us a deep desire to do our part in addressing causes such as cerebral palsy through our support of early intervention and innovative research. Sustain those who care for and advocate on behalf of the hundreds of thousands of children and adults across our country living with this lifelong condition. Call upon us to come alongside them, that they may know that they are not alone on the challenging journey toward a cure. For this is the legacy of compassion you have entrusted to us. May we show our gratitude in our service as worthy stewards of your grace to us and to this country. Bless then this food and fellowship, nourish our souls and our bodies, that we would be strengthened to carry forward and well into the future the wealth of love and kindness you reveal to us this day. It's in the strength of your name we pray. Amen.
At this time, please welcome to the podium Congressional Club President Leah Dunn from Florida.
Welcome to the 113th First Ladies Luncheon. In 1908, Congress chartered the Congressional Club, the only organization incorporated by an act of Congress to encourage bipartisan friendships among congressional spouses. More than a century later, we continue to build those connections because we believe they strengthen Congress and strengthen our nation. Today, our 113th luncheon continues a tradition that began in 1912 and reflects the club's enduring commitment. Thank you to our many distinguished guests, to my Florida friends, and to my family for being here today, especially my grandsons Trent, Wyatt, and Finn. It's been a pleasure to work with this year's luncheon chair, my friend Robin Allen.
Allow me to join Leah in welcoming you to the 113th First Ladies Luncheon. Hope I get through this. To my wonderful friends at the Congressional Club, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your time till 3 o'clock this morning and your dedication and your teamwork made this day possible. If you had any part in this event, please stand to be recognized. Team effort. We truly could not have done it without you, and I'm deeply grateful. And to our generous sponsors, thank you for your incredible support. Please take a moment to note their names in the program and on the screen, and please thank them if you get a chance. This has been amazing. Your generosity makes all of this possible. And I did want to say, let's give them a round of applause, but you did, so do it again. Also to my wonderful friends, my lifelong friends who have always supported me no matter what I was doing, I'm so grateful. And of course, to those who've had to live with me for the past year, thank you for your unwavering support and your encouragement every step of the way. My wonderful husband, Rick, our 3 daughters, Team Allen, our 3 daughters, our daughter-in-law Betsy, and 7 of our 14 grandchildren. Our daughter-in-law Betsy and granddaughter Elsie came all the way from Tanzania, Africa to join us today, and I'm especially touched. I love you all. We are also delighted to welcome some very special guests with us today. Paula Dean, famous Georgian restaurateur. Where are you, Paula? There we are. Where's Paula? There she is. Alveda King, civil rights activist and good friend, Alveda. There she is. And Kendra Scott, American designer and entrepreneur. Right there. Wave again. There you go. Thank you all for joining us. As the theme of our lunch today is celebrating 1776, with Georgia on my mind, we are proudly honoring our First Lady, showcasing the great state of Georgia, and commemorating the 250th birthday of our nation, or as some like to say, the semi-quincentennial. We also hope today to raise awareness and support for cerebral palsy, which you will hear more about later in the program. We Georgians are famous for our wonderful cuisine, conversations around the table, inspiring speakers, and exciting entertainment, and we have it all today. Thank you and enjoy the afternoon.
we are honored to welcome the Second Lady of the United States, Mrs. Usha Vance, a distinguished attorney, devoted mother, and a strong voice for service and community. She brings remarkable intellect and grace to her role. We are all so grateful she could join us today. So please join me in welcoming the Second Lady of the United States, Mrs. Usha Vance.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to welcome Mrs. Usha Vance, spouse of the Vice President of the United States.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all. It is my privilege to introduce to you today a woman of many accomplishments, a devoted wife and mother, and my friend, the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump. Serving as First Lady for 2 terms is no small feat, but ours does it with inspiring grace and poise. The First Lady's work is extensive, reuniting refugee families, meeting with lawmakers to improve the foster care system, uniting the world's First Ladies to modernize educational access, and becoming the only sitting First Lady to preside over a United Nations Security Council meeting. It has been such a privilege to partner with the First Lady in empowering America's mothers, children, and families. Through visiting students and military families together, I've seen her passion for education and connection firsthand. In all of her work, she is dedicated to this nation's people and principles, and driven by her deep sense of purpose. But in addition to carrying out her official duties, our First Lady has distinguished herself as an accomplished model, businesswoman, philanthropist, best-selling author, and now movie producer. The First Lady's drive, eye for beauty, and commitment to excellence permeate her life and work. I am deeply grateful for her bold leadership and her friendship. So please join me in welcoming to the stage the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It is a privilege to take part in this great American tradition, and a pleasure to have our Second Lady, Usha Vance, with us today. Thank you, Usha. I commend Chairwoman Allen, President Dunn, and their entire team for bringing everyone together to advance the greater good of our community. America's children are our moral equals. As parents and leaders, it is our ethical obligation to ensure our kids develop emotionally and physically within a safe environment. Last week, I shared this declaration with members of the prestigious Ways and Means Committee on Capitol Hill. We convened to advance landmark legislation to protect the foster care community. This follows the Fostering the Future executive order signed last November. I remain impressed by our representatives' bipartisan commitment, and I'm confident this will soon become the law of the land. When passed, this will mark the second piece of legislation I have championed for the protection of America's next generation. The world doesn't move for those who stop. Over the past year, with discipline and focus, I have enacted several initiatives to benefit our children. Domestically, Fostering the Future has expanded coast to coast to roughly 33% of the states in our country. Fostering the Future University scholarships programs are available for individuals aging out of foster care in Georgia, Arizona, California, Nebraska, New York, Florida, Louisiana, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Take It Down Act is the first piece of legislation that I supported within the first 100 days of this 47th presidential administration. On April 7th, just a few weeks ago, the U.S. Department of Justice secured its first conviction under the new law. $30 million was allocated towards HUD's 2026 budget to support housing for America's foster youth. Representative Steve Womack and Secretary Scott Turner supported my efforts to implement this critical measure. Progress is not granted. You must be the composer. Embolden your influence in the community with a strong vision to the future. All 50 states are participating in the Presidential AI Challenge, and almost 3,000 schools nationwide joined the White House AI Workshop. Our educators, students, and academic administrators understand the importance of mastering new technology. Over the past 2 months, America sat at the intersection of youth, technology, and education on a global stage. I'm honored to have had an opportunity to address the United Nations Security Council about the importance of peace through education. We are not here to prepare our children for yesterday's world. Be purposeful with your objectives and remember that AI accelerates everything. Leaders from almost 50 nations joined me at the White House and the State Department for Fostering the Future Together's Global Coalition Summit. Never before has the American First Lady welcomed so many leaders to the White House for diplomatic purpose in one day. I'm proud that America's best technology companies, including Meta, Palantir, OpenAI, Adobe, Zoom Communications, X, and Microsoft, had the chance to advance our mission to empower children with technology and education. And of course, I completed the fourth reunification of Ukrainian and Russian children with their families. As you can imagine, this is not an easy feat, but I applaud leadership from both nations in working with my representative and me to bring love and safety back to each individual who has been displaced as a result of this horrible war. I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve as First Lady, but understand that my persistence alone is not enough. Together, we can change people's lives for the better. Please join me in advancing the Be Best Fostering the Future initiative nationwide. America's children will ultimately protect our future freedom. Thank you.
Okay, you may sit down. I thought, yes, I do have a little help here. Okay, now I've got to get through this. One in approximately 345 children in the United States, is diagnosed with cerebral palsy. That is nearly one child every hour. For our family, those numbers became deeply personal on Labor Day in 2016 when our 12th grandchild, Hampton, was born. Her mother, our daughter Robin Ann, went into labor 8 weeks early due to a serious condition, and we nearly lost her during childbirth. It was a frightening time for our family. While Hampton appeared healthy at first, it soon became clear she wasn't meeting developmental milestones, and at 18 months she was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, likely caused by a stroke in utero. Raising a child with cerebral palsy brings complex medical challenges. For Hampton, 9 years and counting of diapers and wipes, years of therapies, countless medical appointments, specialized equipment, and hurdles most families never have to consider. But it is also a journey of resilience, strength, and extraordinary love. As chair of the First Lady's Luncheon, Hampton is the reason I chose to highlight and raise awareness for United Cerebral Palsy and Apero Academy. Organizations like United Cerebral Palsy play a vital role in supporting children like Hampton and families like ours, advancing care, resources, and awareness across the country. We are honored today to have with us today Diane Willish, Interim Director of United Cerebral Palsy. I'm going to leave that. In 2019, Apero Academy opened its doors and changed everything for Hampton and her family. Through their care and expertise, they taught us so much about how to navigate the challenges of raising a child with cerebral palsy. And the progress Hampton has made has been nothing short of life-changing. I would like to recognize Jennifer Jones, founder of Apero Academy in Augusta, Georgia. And to you all out there, your presence here today means more than you know. It supports families like ours and gives children like Hampton the opportunity to thrive. For that, we are truly grateful. Thank you for being here and helping to shine a light on this important cause. Now, please turn your attention to the screen as we share a brief glimpse into Hampton's journey.
Every day across our nation, children wake up fighting battles most of us will never see.
Presentation it gives, there's no telephone now.
Cerebral palsy is the most common motor disability in childhood. Nationally, nearly 1 in 345 children, almost 500,000 kids and teens, are living with cerebral palsy. Here in Georgia, the need is even greater. Our state reports one of the highest rates in the country, with nearly 4 children out of every 1,000 affected. These children require intensive therapies, specialized education, and unwavering support. That is why Apero Academy exists. In Augusta, Georgia, Apero is a Christ-centered school and therapy clinic where children receive physical, occupational, speech, and feeding therapies every single day, integrated directly into their school routine. Nurses, teachers, and therapists work side by side so that children with complex medical and developmental needs are not just included, they are empowered. At Apero Academy, children with cerebral palsy and other special needs are finding their voices, taking their first steps, learning to eat safely, and discovering that they are capable of far more than the world ever expected. Today, you are part of that story. Because you're here today, you're helping power the mission of United Cerebral Palsy, bringing hope, shaping the future, and giving children like Hampton the opportunity to thrive.
Thank you. Thank you all. Gee, made me cry. Thank you. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Mrs. Trump, it is a true honor to have you with us today. We are delighted to present a special gift, and it's on the other side, and if you can see it in just a second. It's a painting, and it's by the exceptionally talented Georgia artist, Steve Penley, and go Steve! I have asked Hampton's older sister, Riley Kate, to help Steve unveil his beautiful work. If you'll look on the other side. Thank you again, Ms. Trump. We're gonna unveil it, and we appreciate Ms. Trump for joining us today and for all she does to help make this country a better place. There we go.
Thank you so much.
Mrs. Vance, as we celebrate 250 years of our nation's founding, it's especially meaningful to welcome a new generation. So on behalf of the Congressional Club, I'm pleased to present this blanket for your baby with our warmest congratulations. Thank you. Mrs. Trump and Mrs. Vance, please help me thank them for coming today.
Luncheon? Yes. How many?
Please be seated.
Bon appetit.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. We appreciate it so much.